Right, so I'm doing this video just to say again, this is ridiculous when you get monitored and surveillanced. You know when I made an entry to the US after accepting the green card? So I accepted the green card in 2014, I had to make an entry by the end of the year. This is the thing. I was already traveling around America back in 2013, the year before. And I already traveled around America back in January and February of 2001. So when I had my interview at the US consulate in the MLC building back in August of 2014, after they changed my passport, they said, you've got to make an entry before the end of the year. I'm like, well, we are actually technically at the end of the year. Like we're now the month past the middle of the year. I'm like, in that case, and I was like, well, I'm thinking there's so much going on with Nan. I'll leave it to Christmas. I'll leave it to Christmas because then that gives me an excuse to not be there for Christmas. Basically, I could have gone any time. I was like, no, if I say, oh, I have to be in America now, it means I can get out of Christmas with my mum's family. So I left it to the last minute. And here's what pissed me off. So it was planned already. Here's what pissed me off with my partner. And let me tell you, I had a long-term partner for a very long time, which was Giovanni Consalvo. But we lived single lives, very much single lives, where he was always screwing around on me, which is fine. Except don't lie to your employees and friends about it. Because what he was doing was actually lying to his employer and friends to take some time off work and do it. So I do that. Anyway, look, when I first met Giovanni Consalvo, he was just a brief fuck when I was single. So I was briefly on a break in my relationship. He became a brief fuck when I was single. And then I went out with him. So, basically he moved into my place in 2009, but we've been together since. So he knew, I was always going for a green card to the US and so forth. So when I finally got it, and he was my long-term partner, for him to say, and I said, oh, why don't you come over with me? Use your frequent flyers for your plane trip. I said, and I'll be paying the same amount for the hotel room stay anyway. So you don't have to pay any of your hotel rooms. Just you got frequent flyers. Use that for your plane fare ticket. He's like, no. So, all right, because you do know that your partner he's got a green card to the US. You don't want to come to America. I'll show you around like parts that I know in New York. Why don't I show you? Because I've already traveled around New York before and New Jersey. I said, why don't you just come with me? I'll show you where I like in New York. No. I was like, we're ended. I said, basically, so when people make up these stories about when did you really end, I was like, well, the emotional side of things ended in 2011 with Gio and myself. And we're just going for the emotions for my family because my family want the whole relationship thing. So it's almost like it's like if you're a straight couple, you're staying in the marriage for the sake of staying in the marriage. That's what it felt like. And then when I had to make the entry in December 2014, it was wherever. I thought, fuck this. Man, I haven't even had a chance in my lifetime to have fuck buddy flings and sleep around because I used to work 7 days a week. Like I did not, literally the only sex I ever had was with my partner. And I was like, fuck this. So I made an entry, had a few fuck buddy flings. I was in America. I thought, fuck it. I was cold, I was sick. I'm not going to blame it on cold because I loved the cold. But it was really the worst time for me to make the entry. Oh, I was in the worst mood. With everything that had happened in the last year, since Nan actually had the stroke, I was like rapeable. And the best thing was, I remember when I was leaving and I felt really crook. I think I know now why I felt crook, because Giovanni had spent a few times, oh, there's a better angle of me, in my place, in my apartment alone. I was like, now I know why I feel crook. Anyway, so I made an entry, and and I was like, I feel fucking sick, but at least I'm in New York. Because when I'm in New York, even when I feel like crook and whatever, or run down, I'm like, oh, at least I feel comfortable. Like, in New York, it doesn't know what part, mainly the financial district I like the most. If I need to go to Midtown, it's it's 20 minutes on the N train, basically. I'll go to Midtown. Well, then I'll go up further uptown. Like I've got to go to Columbus Circle and 59th, which, shit, I've got to go back there and get some pair of boots resold. Yeah, kid you not. I've got places that I would be like, oh, right, if I'm going to New York, I better take my boots with me that need resoling because I'll get them done up near Columbus Circle. And I might go down here. I've got little pockets, which I treat it like it's not a holiday. I treat it like it's a home, like my home. It's weird. I've always felt comfortable there. I've always felt comfortable in America, even since 2001, like it was my second home. So I was like, oh, well, best to be in New York then, because you know where your spots are. you know, Walgreens and so forth, you know, where you want to go to. Like, I've always been like this. Even in 2013, I had a break out of eczema. Although it's fucking changed now. Midtown, like the Walgreens that was down on 8th and 34th used to be a lot better. And, but, you know, I still go, that's one of my, seriously, I'm such a creature of habit. I still go back to all the same spots. It's not like the buildings can up and move in New York. Like, it's not like that things can, like, they don't build over the streets. It's all the same. They might knock a building down, but there's another building in its place. So I'm a very creature of habit. Anyway, so I didn't really start having fuck buddy flings or sexual experiences really until after 2015. And that's when I officially became single. But I've said, because my family, when they were monitoring and surveilling me, which is ridiculous, I'm like, you're making fools of yourselves with what you're saying, because they're like, oh, he's with this person now, he's with that. I'm like, I'm with no one. Who I have sex with, who I treat like a whore, I'm not going to treat my partner that way. And here's the thing. There was a guy I met a couple of nights ago. I'm like, oh, he's actually really nice. He was Navy. I was like, oh, fuck, I don't know if I want to go through with this and actually have sex with the guy, because I wouldn't mind catching up with him first. You know, because he was actually a guy that I looked at and thought, oh, geez, I could actually establish a friendship with this guy, a Navy guy. And funny enough, his name was Mitchell. I met 2 Mitchells in 1 week. But oh look, before, yeah, since 2017, I've hardly had sex for 7 fucking years. Literally, I was going to my doctor, in the last 2.5 years, saying something's really wrong. He goes, I think it's emotional. I think it's stress. I'm like, no, something's wrong. Something's wrong with my sex. I was literally really so concerned. I'm like, I haven't had sex for years. He goes, it's the weight gain and it's emotional. Now I realize I can have sex again. I'm like, thank fucking God. Literally, I hadn't had sex for that fucking long. It was doing my head. I was going to my doctor all the time going, I haven't had sex for years. Yeah, I can tell you the last time I had sex, at like full erection, and I'm there going, something's wrong. Yeah, I literally felt something was really wrong. I'm there going, I've been chemically castrated. Like, literally, as I was saying to my doctor, going, something's really wrong. And he goes, when was the last time? I said, well, when I was traumatized in 2017. I said, I couldn't get a sexual drive after that. I haven't been able to get, I've tried. And I was actually explaining to my doctor in the last 2.5 years several times, I was so worried that it was never going to happen again. So, this is where prostitutes have always held a valuable sort of thing in society. I mean, we can go back to Jesus' time. We can go back to the Bible. They've been around for thousands of years, whether it's male or female. Not me. I sleep with guys that I treat as free prostitutes. Thank God I'm gay because I don't have to pay for it. Thank God there's sluts out there that just want their asses filled, basically. So I'm like, sweet, because straight men have to pay for it. Gay men just like, yeah, there's so many easy fucking bottoms out there. It's fine. We get it for free, which is probably why there's a lot of straight men that sleep with men. Because I've known so many straight men. It's like, this guy's actually, I know so many straight men that bottom. I know so many fucking straight men that be like, you'll be looking at them with a wife and kids and be like, yeah, but you do like your prostate played with. Anyway. Yeah, women should never have a say in a man's life, because they're two different. You do not. This is where I'm not for equality at all. I'm sorry, but no. There's men and then there's women, and you don't blur those lines. A female does not have a say in a male's life. This is just, and there's I've been following a lot of stuff online where this is great man that spoke up about, well, what did man achieve? We protected the world, we fought wars, we built planes to fly in the sky, we've done everything, we've achieved it. Now that we've done everything, women want to say, oh, we want to do this. And, like you said, well, men want to make women happy, so we will sit back and be like, oh, yes, of course you have equality, when you don't. Like, you're not going to be the same, because you're not going to be an engineer that can do this. And as much as the left want to go, oh, yes, let's plan, let's pander. If the next World War III break out, you're going to be back in the kitchen, making coffee, making a sandwich, while men go and fight in the war. Okay? And let's be realistic here. And that is, let's be realistic. Yeah. Yeah, so I'm definitely not for feminism. Never, it's ridiculous. Let's see. We're going to see when the next everyone comes up and be like, oh, we're in World War III. We need to recruit men for war. What are the women going to do? Oh, no, we're fine. Screw feminism. I'm happy to bake your scones, love, and make your coffee. Exactly. Exactly. Like, seriously. Anyone who knows me would know that I'm extremely Republican, against the left. And I often used to say growing up, look, I'm probably more middle to right, where in the last 3 years I have gone more where the spectrum is where you say here's the left, here is the middle, here is the right. There's the middle. I'm now from the middle over this side towards the right wing conservative. But I am a person that will have a fuck buddy fling. You don't involve. The last 10 years I literally had idiots involve me with someone that I stuck my dick into. And I'm like, I don't get it. Like, literally had a government organisation affiliate me and they go, oh, but you're friends with them. I'm like, I stuck my dick in them. How is that friends with them? I treated that person like I would never treat a partner. That is a free prostitute. I buried its head down into the pillow and I fucked its ass and I told it to leave. And that's it. And that's got nothing to do with being hating gays or anything like this. That's just got to do with the fact that that's a prostitute. That's what you call a prostitute. Now, when a straight man goes and visits a brothel, now let's not forget, I lived on Cleveland Street for a very long time. I saw a lot of straight men, a lot of regular straight men visit that brothel on Cleveland Street, and that brothel is full of, as much as you guys want to imagine that you are having sex, or not, convince yourself that you are having sex with a female. When they're men. They are transsexual men. Oh, I love those ladies there up the road. What was it? It was just up the road. God, I love them. Ah, they're gorgeous. I used to wash my Alfa Romeo sports car in the back lane in Goodnet Lane, and you'll see the girls, all dressed up in their little suits, going to the little office, because basically the brothel had to look like a normal house on the outside, and the prostitutes coming and going from the brothel had to be in business attire. This is really good. So I lived there 20 years ago. I moved into that area, and it had to not behave like a brothel because it was a suburban area. Oh, I used to be out there, be chatting with, say, Hillary, or Hillary had the terraced house that was with her partner Kim, on the corner of Marlborough Street in Goodlet Lane, the opposite to Peter and Pauline, to be like, the girls going to work. A lot of them were men, like guys dressed as women, and even seen football clubs go in there after they win. It's like, yeah, they're getting rubbed and tugged by a bloke. So you see men stop off on brothels, and you see the same men. Like when you live there, you'll be like, oh, that's that same bloke again that got the shits and stuff. Like I'll ring him up one time. Like, listen, that guy who just stormed off in his car, like doing like screeches, and go, yeah, we've barred him. All right. Same guy that keeps coming all the time. Like he would just drive in on his way home from work, whatever. Obviously, pull in, park at the front of Cleveland Street, run in, run out, get his little, rub and tug. But every day, on his way home to wife and kids, and his family wouldn't be under wiser, because your family's not going to monitor and surveillance you, unless you're my fucking family that are dickheads. And that's the thing. So, like, you look at it, it's like, yeah, well, his wife, like, he does what he has to do, and he goes home, he has his normal life, he has his normal lifestyle. And the same thing is in the gay world. You might have the sluts of gay guys or whatever, or you might have the conservative gay guys that have the, something on the side that they don't want their partner, or, they're not going to come home and treat their partner's mouth that way. I've got to kiss those lips. Like, seriously. Like, I'm not going to treat my partner's mouth that way. Thank you very much. There is the same thing in the gay world as there is this, where the homosexual community like it. And I was like, no, there is. That's why there's a lot of homosexuals that support Trump and Republicans. There is the Republican, party, the homosexuals. Like, seriously, I'll be looking at things where I treat some guys that fuck buddy things, and it's like, you look at my partner's like, I'm not going to treat my partner's mouth that way. Thank you very much. I've got to kiss those lips. So yeah. It's the same in the heterosexual world as in the homosexual world. But the difference is, I honestly would not see one straight heterosexual man stand for being monitored and surveillanced like I have just been for 10 years. I would never see a fucking heterosexual man stand for what I've just been put through. You won't. You're not going to see that in the heterosexual community. There is no goddamn way you'll see that. And I made this comment years ago. It's like, what if someone involve me with some guy that's involved in crystal meth? I literally had some guy, oh God, this fucking kid, involve me. I was like, man, I'm completely anti crystal meth and drugs, like you would not believe. I am so goddamn anti drugs, like you wouldn't believe. And it's like, but you slept with someone. I'm like, how do you know I slept with someone? How do you know I slept with that person? Because I know straight men, and I've seen the whores they've like Johnny Totaro, mate. Don't get me started. I'm not going to do that to you because you're married again with kids. But you've got to remember, mate, I've seen some women that you've slept with. My old best friend Johnny Totaro said, mate, don't start with my life, mate, when I know who you've slept with, right? Now I look at that and be like, yeah, I'm not going to affiliate that person with you. There's no way. You've had a couple of massages in your life, Johnny. Don't say you haven't. We're friends here. That tattoo on my arm is because of Johnny Totaro. You see this here? That's because we were best friends once, mate. That tattoo right there on my arm, that's for Johnny Totaro, my so-called best friend in Leichhardt. My so-called best friend. Thanks, mate. You know, so Johnny, you've had a couple of massages in your life, and there's no way I'll look at that. Like, I'll look at that girl and go, Jesus, mate. She looks like a bit of a, you know, had some issues. I'm not going to affiliate you with her. I'll affiliate you with the person that you have your relationship with. I'll affiliate with your beautiful wife, like your first wife, Michelle, and her family. I affiliate with your second wife, Sandra, a beautiful lady. I'm not going to affiliate you with the whores that you sleep with, and I deserve the same respect. You don't affiliate me with the whores I sleep with. You affiliate me with who I sit there and I introduce and say, this is my long-term partner. I've decided to have a relationship with this person. You don't affiliate me with the whores I fucking sleep with, mate. And the bullshit, these fucking organisations with these nurses and fucking crap. I tell you what, I don't stand for the homosexual community and the fucking shit in the last 10 years, I can tell you now. Reach out organisations? You're fucking kidding me? So the mental fucking head fuck losers of people? I, honest to God, I have been... And then there was this shit where they tried to make me to be someone, oh, he's aggressive to gays, and try to make me be homophobic or from the country. I'm like, this is weird. Because I'm actually not, because my family's originally from the inner city, but we've owned land. You know, I've grown up affluent. I've grown up, and then there was, hang on, because some guy wouldn't leave. Oh, the fucking Mark Henner piece of shit. That's right. The junkie. But I don't, you know, like it says, you know, it's like, oof, I think that might be a junkie, so that FBUDDY fling's not coming back, you know. Like, so basically, the Mark Henner that kept coming around, I'm like, what the fuck are you doing here? And then he kept coming around, I'm cooking dinner, it's like eating me out of the house and home. I'm like, but if you're going to come over, you can actually bring food from your mum's for yourself, thanks, because I'm not paying. It's like, what the fuck's this guy doing here? Who keeps ringing you to come fucking round? Can you not come around? Like, we're not together. Like, you know, like, it's weird. Like, this is going on in 2017. Like, mate, we're not together. Like, go, like, and from after I was lied about in 2015. Sorry for the angle of the camera, guys, but I'm laying down. So after I was lied about in 2015, I got monitored and surveillanced by some losers of fucking organisations that are involved in the medical industry. It's like, you're a fucking deadbeat. And I'm sitting back going, oh, well, lucky you're a government organisation because you can be a lot easier to sue than if you're a private organisation. I can tell you now. You're fucking dickheads. Like, honest to God, these fucking dickheads of organisations from, the mental health organisations, it's like, you know, you committed, besides the fact that you committed fraud, because you've got gay guys that work for you that had the nose out of joint that used their job in your field to be, like, to use it as a personal vendetta against me. And I'm there going, you're a fucking dickhead of an organisation. You've got a personal vendetta against me, and you're letting these nurses use their job as a personal vendetta against me. I said, yeah, that's fucking negligent. mate, when I finally do get it, hey, if my mother wants to wake up and get me a decent Liga team, the amount of money that you could sue the government for the last 10 years. Yeah. Anyway, so, and Giovanni's one that also started this shit. You know what he goes? So, I'm going to love this. I'm going to finish off with that as well because I want a 30-minute video. But these are all like the document stuff going on because I did get monitored and surveillance a lot. So, in 2015, right? Oh, so the acting, let me just tell everyone, the acting from 2016 to 2018 and what was said like in 2017, that's all fake. None of it was real. I was getting monitored and surveillance, so I did it as an acting stunt because of the monitoring and surveillance. So, anyway, 2015, I'm with a fuck buddy. So remember, like, I've left Giovanni and I'm like waiting for him to move out of my apartment. And I'm with this fuck buddy. So Gio's there contacting everybody off like through social media. So there's this Michael Brazilian, all right, and I'm in bed with the guy, whatever, you know, and he gets a message, and he goes, "Oh, your boyfriend just messaged me," something that Giovanni used to do a lot, because Giovanni's just a fucking big liar. And I'm like, he goes, he's asked, has Justin had any? Is he aggressive to you? Has he been aggressive? Has he said anything like weird to you? Can you tell me? Like some weird text me sent this Michael, this Brazilian guy. And Michael showed me, I'm like, Michael, text back going, yeah, he has. Like I'm really trying to play Giovanni, but you're a fucking little cunt. Mate, you are a fucking deadbeat arsehole that I wish I never met. That's my ex-partner, I really do. And I'm going, yeah, message saying, oh God, yeah, he's so aggressive. He's into this. He wants to bash me. And like, this is what I'm saying, like, you know, message him back with this. And he goes, oh, I can't do that. I'm like, yeah, do it. I want to see what Giovanni's up to. Do it. Let's see what games Giovanni's up to playing this time. Because he plays these little fucking bullshit games. Oh, he would have got compensation for it. No doubt Giovanni's scammed and committed fraud for compensation. No doubt he has. No doubt he's probably on, like, you know, throughout the entire relationship, he would have been into seeing a psychologist and breaking down, crying, going, you've got no idea what I go through. Meanwhile, if you check the facts, I wasn't even there. Because he did this with George Jacobs. I'm like, yeah, I wasn't in the country. I can't be in two places at once, Dr. Jacobs. How can I be in America, but you're saying that this all happened in Sydney? How? I wasn't in Sydney, I was in America. Literally. So it's all fraud. It's all fucking fraud. Anyway. So no. So the way I would treat a fuck buddy fling, which is exactly how I treat it, because Giovanni was only supposed to ever be like sex, my first meeting, because I had a break in my relationship with John. Basically, it's my good angle. It's actually my good angle there. Oof. Like that. Yeah. I had a break in my relationship with John Cabino. We're having a break again. Oh, Christ. Look, John was such a fucking girl. He was always having a hissy fit about something, you know. And actually, I remember this break was because when I got mugged after work and I lost, well, I had to forfeit the purchase of the house that I bought. And that was horrible for me. I just finally bought a house that I was moving into on the Central Coast. Because I had my investment property, 16 Scott Road, that was making my second income. I was on close to $50,000 a year, and I brought 52 Lantana Drive to move into at Umina Beach. So here I am getting ready to move into my house, leave Surrey Hills, and I get mugged on my way home from work. So what do you think that does to me? It's like, great, fucking great. So then I lose my wage. I'm like, great, now I have to, I can't move. So I have to stay here. So I was staying where I had cheap rent. I'm like, fuck. So now I can't even move into the house that I brought. I've got to actually renege on the purchase. So that's why I left John, basically. When it comes down to it, I was like, no, I feel like that's just, I can't. You know, that's bullshit. That is absolute bullshit. I should have had a good legal team to say, no, the guy's been mugged after work. You either pay him out now or you pay him while he's off work his full salary. Because he's just perked, like he's meant to be moving. No, that's not his fault to get mugged after work. So yeah. Oh, I was mugged after work by fucking junkies. Oh, didn't the insurance use bullshit lies to get out of paying me? Oh, fuck, did they ever? I'm going to leave it there. But after I was lied about in 2015 with these scumbags, and then it went through to 2017, didn't the casino use every loophole? Thank you very much, the Australian government organisations. Because the only silver lining in the whole bullshit of me being mugged after work was the fact that I could negotiate my job back at Star Casino in 2017, which meant they had to hire me back as a disability with my full salary, and I would not have ever been able to be sacked. I'm like, perfect. That was the only silver lining. But because of what St. Vincent's did in 2017, they didn't have to do that. They found the loophole to get out of it. So St. Vincent's fucked me up. Those organisations fucked me up, and I'm sitting back with nothing because my fuckwit mother still can't just shut her fucking mouth and do what you're told and get your fucking son a legal team to sue the ass of those organisations. Do what you're fucking told for once, Carol. That's something you've never done in almost 70 years of your life. You're 69. Do what you're fucking told. You pissed your fucking own father off that long. Do what you're told. Your son said, get him a legal team. No one's going to help him until you stand up as his own mother and say, right, he's been wronged. You're paying him the last 10 years of damages. Okay? You need to step away from the bullshit that you're involved in. And for once, I don't care. Like Carol's bullshit with hating men. Do what you're fucking told for once. Are you going to be freaking dead, buried in a grave before this gets resolved? No, seriously. So no. I want to see St. Vincent's. I want to see them sued. I want to see them up for fucking millions because you gave Star Casino a loophole to not negotiate my job back in December 2017. And then they want to say, oh, but he can do this, he can do that. I said, no, I'm not doing anything. Because the negotiation was done. I've still got the paperwork for it. The negotiation was part salary payment for 10 years. At the end of the 10 years, he can negotiate his job back. Okay? That means at the increased rate of my job, and that means always reshuffling me around the company to fit. So if that job no longer exists, you still have to reshuffle me into another job. Okay? That means I won't ever lose my job, leaving me disability from that. Okay, I lost my house. Okay? For the house that I was moving into, 52 Lentana Drive. Okay, you're not, and you fucked it up. They fucked me over. New South Wales Police and some mental fucking organisations, like, you fucked me over in 2017. Like, you literally fucked me over. You bullshit, because some scummy pieces of shit group of gay guys lied about me. And they did. A group of fucking gays lied about me. So they fucked me over. It's like, really? So you can't use your brain and see there's a conflict of interest there. Someone has a nose out of joint, spread some bullshit rumours about me, and you're a fucking dumb pig of a police officer that fucked me over. It's like, you sit back looking at my life, listen, mate, you stopped me negotiating my job back at Star Casino, you fuckwit. Okay? Now it's over 200,000 in savings that they've lost. And when I say to some fuckwit, it's like, well, I don't know that person, I fucked them. So? It was like grabbing a prostitute by the ears and, using their mouth. What do you want? Well, go out there and how many straight men are the same when they've... It's like, yeah, so what? I slept with that person, I don't know. Big deal. What the fuck's the problem? You got a problem because I don't conform to your bullshit or accept your bullshit? Fuck off. And then, like I said, the organisations have just caused that amount of, the fucking mental health dickheads, mate. I want to see their ass soon. So, what was it? Hang on. Let's go back. What was it first? Some fuckwit made up a story that was suicidal or depressed. And that stuck. I'll tell you exactly what stuck. I'm going to leave it there because it's almost 30 minutes. That stuck because my stepbrother, and here's the thing, oh, mate, you still go, the same dickhead organisations go, he hasn't got a stepbrother. You're a fucking insane loser. I do have a stepbrother. Daniel Rackley lived in Tamworth, okay, for a good period of time. Daniel Rackley's a fuckwit. He is a fuckwit, man. He's exactly like his father, Mark Rackley, who was a nurse. Daniel Rackley's my ex-stepbrother, so from my mum's second husband's family. Daniel Rackley's actually my mum's second husband's son from his first marriage. Mate, when he lived in, like, he was always in, like, he had ruddy fucking dreadlocked hair. Like, when my hair's long, but it's always been tied back and looked short. It's always been nice and maintained like it is now. Even though it's long hair, it's nice maintained hair. My stepbrother had long fucking ruddy, dirty hair. It was disgusting. Oh, he stunk. He had bad, hot, like, fucking dirty freaking thing like it was like his father. Drunk, alcoholic, cannabis smoking, drug user, was known to the rebel bikie gangs of Tamworth, was known to the nursing industry of Tamworth and the mental health industry of Tamworth, and was also known to the drug and alcohol industry of Tamworth. So was his father, Mark Rackley. Oh, Daniel Rackley's had so many suicide attempts in his lifetime. And then I'm at St. Vincent's in 2017, and the fucking losers there going, so you've changed your name from Rackley to Fleming. Is that to sound posh? You're a fucking loser. Like, literally, the shit that they were asking, it's like, listen, mate, my surname is Fleming. My dad's a builder, Mark Fleming. They're like, why do you think your dad's the builder? Because my dad is a builder. Because somebody told St. Vincent's that my dad was a nurse and my surname was Rackley. So they've actually, for 10 years, someone told Housing Commission that as well. And some homeless organisation that. So for years, they've had information related to my stepbrother and my stepfather. 10 years, I'm sitting back going, and you dickheads keep this bullshit going in my life? Do you understand how fucked you people are? All I need is finally to get a good legal team, and you're fucked as a government organisation. You're screwed. Police are screwed because you're the ones that actually started the shit in 2008 when you decided to put down me as being also known as Rackley when I'm not. That's my stepfather's name. There's no change of name. There's no adoption. You're an idiot, basically. And then they've like we talk about costing me, the sale of my investment property. Like that, sat in the bank to 2018. So we're talking about, like just under 200,000 in savings. So 200,000 gets you nothing. Really, gets you nothing now. And it doesn't. Like, if I had 200,000 back, I'll be looking at America to buy it. Anyway, gets you nothing. Like even my smart ass mum said, oh, Justin, you only had like 200,000 in the bank. That's nothing. It's like, that's right, Carol. $200,000 saved is nothing, but it's still my money that I worked hard for, and I sold my investment property to have it. And I still want it back. Thanks very much. It's still my money. So yeah, $200,000. Don't care if it's not a lot of money or not. Make the government pay it. The government owes me for the stupidity that they've caused, so you can pay it. Okay, that isn't a lot of money. And my car, 30,000. Yeah, you're right. That's not a lot of money. So we're up to, say, argument, ballpark figure of 230,000. All right. Some assets and belongings. Well, that solid mahogany cabinet was worth 5,000. So, and then those cigar chairs. Well, that was 1,200. Look, say we round it all up to 250,000. We've what I've left. Like, say, the 20-foot container of assets and belongings I left behind in America, the savings, my car. All right, that's not a lot of money. Say we're talking about 250,000. Like, if you want to round it up, or, that's not a lot of money. But what is a lot of money is 2.5 weeks of pain and suffering and negligence. That's a lot of money, Carol. Or if you want to actually go with 10 years of pain and suffering, or you want to go reckless endangerment to my health, that is a lot of money. But what is going to be the kicker? Loss of salary. Loss of salary, that's a lot of money. Yeah, prevented me from... So all I can do for loss of salary really is loss of part salary payment from 2016 to December 2017. So you still owe me part salary payment from 2016 to December 2017. Okay, you owe me that money. But from 2017 to date, you owe me loss of salary because I was meant to negotiate my job back. So let's talk about 79,000 over the next, 7 years. That's a lot of money. So you can pay me every cent. I'm more backing down. Look, if my fuckwit twin sister wants to be in my life, good. You got an ultimatum. You need to fix the damage you just caused your brother for 10 years. You and the scummy piece of shit mother, our mother that you suck up her ass all the time, you need to fix the damage. You can go and work out how you're going to get a good legal team to fight this. But you're going to fight it against New South Wales police and government organisations. And I want to see St. Vincent that runs on volunteers and funded money and donations. I want to see that monstrosity like the rest of the nursing industry in New South Wales and the medical health industry. I want to see them fucked over like you would not believe. It's about time they deserve to get really good being sued, you know? It's about time those first responders get sued like they can in America. So do it. And whoever labelled me as being a drug user, or you know what? Someone actually labelled me as being, what was it? A fucking hell. Oh God, I can't wait to move from here. That's why I'm not bothering doing too much to the place. Oh fucking, the stench of fucking fuel. Someone must be driving an old bomb and just blew in straight through the fucking window. Oh, there we go. Someone labelled me as being a glue sniffer or some shit. It's like, what the fuck? Idiots that knew Shane Childs. It's like, yeah, Shane Childs, my mum's sister's deadbeat son. Yeah, he used to sniff aerosol cans. He's a fucking loser. He's a cannabis smoking. He doesn't drink, but he uses crystal meth. It's only his partner, Sally. Oh, Christ. I remember we're at Manila and he's off putting a T-shirt over an aerosol can and sniffing it. That was my mum's deadbeat sister, Robin Child. He's a fucking loser. Her son, Shane Childs. I'm actually leave it here because Housing Commission deadbeats actually described him to me. They thought I was him. I don't know why or how this happened. Back in 2017, 2018, around that time in Woolloomooloo, some fuckwit came at me and they were like, see, I imagine you to, this is not you. I imagine to be someone that was always involved in the bush. I'm like, what the fuck? No. Never. Involved in the bush and, you know, you were so involved in wildlife and collected reptiles and snakes and walked around with a snake on one shoulder and the lizard on the other shoulder and drove a ute and, you know, I'm like, oh, that's Shane Childs. Went hunting and fishing. I'm like, oh, that's Shane Childs. So mum's nephew, mum's deadbeat sister's son that was dragged up in Housing Commission. Oh, he's a loser. So these people, obviously, I'm thinking, oh, the fuck, who's these deadbeats? Is it, let me see, is it one of Robin Child's deadbeat friends? Oh, don't tell me it's fucking Gail. That fucking loser. Who is it? Like, seriously, like the shit side of the family. Like mum's sister, the shit side of the family. Like the deadbeats. Mum's sister. Oh, I was like, oh, fuck, here you are. Like, literally, they were, and this actually, the second time that happened, I'm in America. I'm working at Mohegan Sun and this happened. The same conversation, I'm like, yeah, like why do idiots think I'm Shane Childs? It's the same as why do idiots think I'm Daniel Rackley? Why are you describing, like you're an organisation that broke privacy laws and the information that people told you, so wherever you gathered it from and they said it related to me, it didn't relate to me, it related to Shane Childs and Daniel Rackley. Now I'm sitting back thinking, wait a minute. Did fuckwit Nicolette Jones from Picton see that little acting stunt I did in IGA? And is she piping her head up? Because she barely knows me, except for when I was talking to her one time at Tenworth Show when I wasn't even living there. I used to travel up to go to the competitions. I'm not even living there. I travelled up on the bus from Newcastle to compete in a horse show. Then I went back home to Sydney. So I wasn't even living there. And I remember chatting to her one day up there, and it's like, yeah, no, her fuckwit neighbour, they used to call, he lived across the road from Moonby House, this fuckwit neighbour who she got knocked up by, Shane Child's best friend, some cannabis, see, that's what I mean, like, do you hear it? This is what, people go and wonder why I don't talk to my mum's side. It's like, why would I? I'm Shane Child's friend, some cowboy who's a cannabis dealer who knows Mark Rackley, Daniel Rackley and Shane Childs, and that happens to be Nicolette and Maureen Jones' old neighbour, and then Nicolette Jones got knocked up by him and ran away to Picton. Do you hear it, Carol? Yeah, you sit back going, oh, for fuck's sakes. You know, no wonder, like, your father couldn't stand you and your father never visited you. But do you fucking hear it? Oh, that's the fucking shit that comes from you fucking shit people that you affiliate with. Oh, you've be sitting there going, fuck me, dude. Like, seriously, it's like, oh, here we go. And, like, we only put up with him just to keep Nan happy. Like, well, not to keep Nan happy, really, because she didn't stand there, but if we didn't affiliate with them, well, you know, we cause trouble in the family. So, Nan's dead now, so I don't have to ever see him again, which is fantastic. But look, if my twin sister wants to be in my life, then you've got the ultimatum. Otherwise, see ya. I'm not going to give you a chance, Amanda, because you owe me an apology. So my twin sister wants to be in my life. You got an ultimatum, and she's going to be buried her feet or heels in the sand, so to speak, and be like Carol and be like, no. Justin, no, fuck off, Amanda. I'll say goodbye to you when you're dead in your coffin, because I'll outlive you. I will. You'll be dead in your coffin before I see you. Again, or you can do the right thing and you can get a legal team to sue those organisations. Thank you very much for the damages of 10 years.